Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The guys looking at Sacramento, they took the win in their last game against the Clippers. And kind of a close game, only a 4-point win, but a win nonetheless.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Russell is out there with Kobe. Then it's Young, then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Randall in at the power forward.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
Inside, just 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Hibbert gets the bucket.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Now here's Rondo. There's the dish to AC. Now the feed to Bellinelli. Down low. AC down low. He's defended by Randall, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for Cousins, those 20-20-10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
Good on both. We play just over a minute here in the first. Russell dishes to Randall. Pass to Bryant. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Hibbert gets the bucket.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Hibbert's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Russell against Rondo. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to AC. It's Gay on the way. Off target from outside. Lakers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The drive by Russell. Rondo with the steal. Gay outside. He feeds it to Rondo. He kicks it to Cousins. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And here is Los Angeles now, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know, the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You know, you can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. 5th in second chance points. And they were in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. I think that speaks to the fact that this team aggressively goes after the basketball at every position.
Yeah, and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward.
Offensive rebound. And AC kicks to Cousins. Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Kobe. Gay outside. To the inside. Cousins gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Cousins has got his second basket of the night.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
Now here's Bryant. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Connects on the 17-footer. Bryant's got his first basket.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Russell against Rondo. Cousins with a screen on Russell. Rondo kicks to Cousins. And it's Rondo in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
The Lakers with the ball. Sacramento making their last shot. Kobe passes to Randall. Ball stolen. One-on-one fast break. Here's Bellinelli. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Picked by Randall. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yeah, 2 turnovers in a row, and that's always a recipe for disaster.
And some changes here for the Kings. Caspi comes in for Quincy Acey. And it's Anderson in for Bellinelli. And then for the Lakers, Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. Nance comes in for Randall. And it's Williams in for Bryant.
Well, that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
Just tough and gritty with the elevation.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now Rondo. Here's Anderson. Nance with some nice D. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Sacramento making some changes. Kufis checked in for Cousins. McLemore has come in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Outside Collison. Pass to McLemore. Kicks to Kufis. And Anderson has it in the corner. Cranes the three-pointer. Anderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lakers trail by 5. Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Byron Scott.
I asked him about their defensive strategy, Kevin, and he said their #1 concern was taking away any paths to the basket. He said, I don't care how far off them we have to play. We want them taking jumpers and threes, not running at the rim looking to throw it down on us. He's trying to take away their launching point, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Kings leading now by 5. Collison with it. Feeds it to Casper. That one off the back iron and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
The shot's good from Nance.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Collison. Larry Nance making his last shot. McLemore dishes to Kufis. And it's the Lakers on the break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Caspi. And the Lakers also making a switch. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Brandon Bass. On defense, Sacramento. 3-point lead. Double team on Williams. Here's world peace. Goes back up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And the Kings making a change here. Curry's checked in.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
Here's McLemore. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McLemore's got his first basket of the night. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Huertas. Up top, Nance. Fades back. Got a hand on it. Outside Curry. They set the pick. Off the screen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team. A good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
Here's Curry after the basket by the Lakers. Collison kicks to Koufos. Shot clock at 6. No good from the low block.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. The Kings leading. 1:10 left to play in the first. Outside Collison. Koufos kicks to Cauley-Stein. Gets to the corner and buries it. And the Kings lead by 3.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Huertas passes to world peace. Dishes it to Sacre. And the pass to Huertas. Ring shot on the way. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Collison dishes to Cauley-Stein. Back to Collison. The feed to Koufos. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cauley-Stein, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And here is Williams. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Kings lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.